So tonight I'm heading down to the little hamlet of Clinton in South Otago to do a bit of a fundraiser for the IHC. They have a winter feed competition down there, and from that small farming community, my understanding is they raise $100,000. Absolutely fantastic. Now, a man with a good connection to that community is Grant Edwards from PGG Wrights and Wool. He's running the cutter there. But back in the day, Grant, back in 1986, you were in that Clinton seven-a-side rugby team that won the Middlesex Cup. That made you the best seven-a-side team in the country. What a great effort.
Yeah, Jamie, it was. We had 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a reunion actually at the Clinton Open Day, and it was a special effort. We actually won it one year and then defended it the next. For a small club like Clinton, huge. And just touching on that community, the strength of these rural communities, I'm not sure if a lot of city folk really realise it, but I had a wonderful time down there and I got wonderful memories and very, very good friends, Jamie.
Well, 100,000 from one small community is amazing. I got a text from a farming mate of mine just over the hill from Clinton in Tapanui in West Otago. He said to me, a line of second share wool has sold for $3.10 greasy. There may be a miracle on the way, he wrote, although it's probably a one-off. Is it a one-off, Grant Edwards? Because we haven't seen numbers like that for a while.
Jamie, we are seeing it coming through the market. We have seen it's at the best end, so I would qualify that. It's for the best types of wool because there is a shortage of those types around. We've seen a bit of crossbreeding. We've seen a degree of, presentation is key. It's got to be well prepared. But at that specialist end, we are seeing, certainly in the south, over $3 greasy for wools.
Which is good money. Now, you had to make a presentation. You have come a long way in the world, Grant Edwards, from the Clinton Rugby Club. You were making a presentation to the Primary Production Select Committee. What was that about?
Yes, Jamie, I did that last week. They've reached out to some members within the wool industry to get a better understanding of the wool supply chain and what's happening. We're all very concerned about the prices, sustainability, and so they've reached out and I presented last week. Timeframes were pretty tight, but in the same token, there was about eight ministers there in presence, which was great to see. They were certainly very well engaged. I gave them a briefing on what we actually do as a business and, if you like, the skin in the game that we've got and the investment as a company that we're actually putting in throughout that supply chain, but also had an opportunity to give them a view on, looking forward and thoughts that I had certainly, or we as a business had around what needs to happen, Jamie.
Well, onwards and upwards for the wool industry. I was most inspired, buoyed, by talking to a woman by the name of Derilee Potros-Smith. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but she's got a company, I think it's called Woolchemy, and she is going to make nappies out of strong wool. And the numbers, if she can crack this, are quite mind-boggling. So this is the secret for the strong wool industry, Grant, is to get entrepreneurs like her to find meaningful uses for what is a really good product.
Yeah, certainly, Jamie. And we are seeing, we are getting those market signals for, we talk about the prices. For argument's sake, we're just about to put out our organic prices. Now, I certainly appreciate not all farmers are organic, but those prices for second shares are going to be up to $6.50 clean, which equates to around $5 greasy. But it's not just the organics themselves; it's the signals that it's sending, and those signals are around the wider future, natural, biodegradable, and ethnically produced. So they are there; they're coming through the market, and we're ever hopeful, Jamie, or we are long-term positive. But it just needs to happen a hell of a lot quicker than what we're seeing it currently.
Okay, Grant Edwards, thank you very much for your time. I'll be down in Clinton tonight for this fundraiser for the IHC, and no doubt there'll be talk of the great 1986 Middlesex Cup seven-side. I've got a lot of mates in the team as well, so it'll be interesting. I can't believe Riversdale didn't enter that and beat you guys.
I'm not sure if Riversdale were there, but certainly there was a lot of teams from Dunedin, and those Metro, Otago in those days was very, very strong. So we played Varsity A in the final, Jamie, and I would say, and I'm probably skiting a bit here, but in that season we played Balfour as well. We scored 100 and played 7 games, 198 for and 4 against.
I can't believe Sparrow Williams didn't run out of puff, but that's another story for another day. Always good to catch up with you, Grant.
Thanks, Jamie.